What? CapCut is gone as well? Oh my goodness, boy. I mean, is this like the beginning of the end? What? I mean, seriously, like, what is going on? Hello. Hi, Tesla. How are you? What's going on? Oh my gosh. Oof. Mm. Oh, how is everyone? Hello, hello. I said I was gonna go live. I said this morning, but it's afternoon for me. I'm doing well. How are you? Coming on here to talk about TikTok. A lot of people upset, you know, upset today. A lot of people upset. I mean, a lot of notice has been given about TikTok. And, I don't think I'd be very surprised if TikTok is going to stay banned. I don't think it's going to stay banned. Um, you know, I think the Chinese government will find some American, to hide behind, and then it'll be back up and running. I mean, it's a $1 billion company. You know what I mean? So there's just no way that it's just gonna go away. I would be shocked, but then again, other platforms have gone away, so you never know. It might be a 50-50. I wouldn't bet on it. I wouldn't bet on anything. But yeah, so TikTok is now in the dust. It's in the dust for now. They're saying that, Trump may give them 90 days to a 90-day extension to find a buyer. And I believe Kevin O'Leary has said that, he'd be willing to purchase it. But you guys know what Kevin wants, like, he'll buy it pennies on the dollar. If you ever watch Shark Tank, Kevin always wants his royalties, and he bids very low. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. That's what Kevin does. Kevin isn't gonna pay full price. He's not gonna do what Elon Musk did, with Twitter. He will never pay full price at all. But it's not like people on TikTok didn't know this ban was coming. I think the smart ones already started their transition over to other platforms like Instagram, YouTube, even, Snapchat, as well as Facebook. I mean, the super smart ones are the ones who didn't, put all of their eggs in one basket. Thank you. I appreciate the thumbs up. Hi, T4BBY. Wait, oh, Tabby. Tabby on pause. I like that. Oh, you're a cat owner. But yes, the smart ones are the ones who, you know, decided right out of the gate, I'm just going to go ahead and get on all the platforms I can and just run my business that way. The ones I really feel sorry for are the people who, you know, TikTok is their only income. And then all of the videos, all of the time, all of the energy they put into, building their channel is possibly now gone. All of the history, thank you very much. All of the history, all of the videos. I mean, These people have their life on a platform that is now gone. And I don't laugh at that. I'm not laughing at it. I mean, it's something very serious, and I'm hoping that people don't do anything crazy. Uh, I want them to hold on and let it all work out because I really think it may work out. It may work out. I don't think that, if TikTok comes back, it'll come back with an American owner, which is what they want. And they want those security holes to be patched up because they're saying that the Chinese government is basically, you know, they have, surveillance on American citizens and they don't want that. Well, I'm sure that the government is doing us the same way with Facebook and all the other all the other platforms. So, but I guess they just don't want a foreign government to be following us via our phones. So, what do you guys feel about it? I don't want to be the only one talking. I wouldn't know what your opinion on it. Are you happy that TikTok has gone away? Do you have a TikTok account? If you are a TikToker, what are you doing now? Are you transitioning over to YouTube? Talk to me. Let me know. I want to know what you guys have to say. Thank you so much, Tabby. I appreciate you subbing. I really do. And I appreciate you guys giving me a thumbs up. But let me know if are you, new TikTok. I mean, are you like new to YouTube? Is TikTok your only source of income? Let me know. I actually did a full video, 30 minutes, on what TikTokers can do to earn more money. I think my niece is here. My 4-year-old niece. I think I just heard her, but let me just see. Hold on. I'm still breathing. Okay, so this is from, is it Bertrand? I'm still breathing and I have access to the creator. That's all that matters. And what will last at the end of the day. Okay. Okay. All right. We got someone else who said to the TikTok, you don't stop. That's right. TikTok, you don't stop. Oh my gosh. I remember that song. Yes. Don't stop, TikTok. Mm-mm. You know what? Keep it going. That's right. You don't stop. Don't let that stop you. You know? And I think they may find that YouTube is really great because only you need 500 subscribers to really start making money on here. Yes, let's see. What did you say? You couldn't post this kind of stuff on. Oh, is that the? You can't get me to say that word. Is that the Chinese version of TikTok? Because I hear that they don't even have TikTok over there. They're pretty strict. Bertrand, it's best to detach yourself from man-made things. Huh? Well, that's going to be impossible. The way the world is going, and with AI, there's just no way. There's just no way. But I completely understand what you're saying because, if you go out to restaurants, you look around, people are definitely into their phones. And, I live in South Florida and I look up at night, on a clear day, and there's just so many things flying around in our skies now. And the news isn't even talking about it. There are a lot of drones up there. I mean, a lot. Some are standing still and some are moving around. And we're down here with our faces in our phones. Or there's things up there just moving around. Anybody else? I mean, do you all agree with the ban? Do you not agree with the ban? You know, Bertrand, I know where you stand. You know, hey, our we're allowing life to pass us by, right? In some instances, we have our eyes in our phones all the time, and we're not looking at this beautiful, beautiful world. We're just not. And that's what scares me, because I feel like if the sky turns pink, no one would notice. And that's a bad thing. Everything is on our phones. And we know that studies have been done where we take a phone from a teenager, from a child that's used to that phone, they're going to have serious behavioral problems. I mean, look at the young child in Africa burned who burned down the school because her phone was taken. I saw a video the other day of a child who I think she was a baby, and someone took the phone from her and she fell completely out. So it's a problem. It's a problem. But at the same time, too, people have a right to earn money. They have a right, they have freedom of speech. But I think our government is basically saying, you know, there is freedom of speech, but we don't want a foreign government to to just surveil you, to know everything about your life and put your whereabouts on their servers. Because when you think about it, it is a national security risk. Where are the people? Because they can take all of that data from all these millions and millions of people, crunch it, and know at what time what most of the population is doing. So that's the way I think. Bertrand, soon you won't be able to use your phones. There won't be any power, and the mass will go crazy because people are very stimulated from the distractions. And the sad reality is they're willing to die for the distractions. It's worse than opioids. Ooh, worse than opioids. Ooh, Bertrand, they're not ready to talk about that. They're not ready to talk about that. That's a valid point. That's a valid point. I don't think anyone's ready to have that discussion. They're not. But they won't agree. They won't agree. They'll say, that's crazy talk. No way. Can't be worse than opioids. But you know what? It is, because everyone's not on drugs. But a lot of people have the phone, a phone in their hands. That yum, but your messages keep being retracted. So you might be breaking some rules. So if you want to, you know, change up your message, you can, so that we can see it. But anybody else? What else? What do you guys think about the band? Are you about the band? Are you in agreement with it? Do you feel sorry for TikTokers? Zandu? And this is for people in the US because it's banned for us. I don't know where else TikTok is banned. And then I heard CapCut CapCut is banned. People can't get on that as well. And I know I used it a few times. You don't like, okay, so you don't like TikTok? Why? Oh, but okay, so Adrian says, nah, those bums need a job. Okay, so why would you call them bums? And do you not think that content creating is not a job? And there are a number of people who do have full-time jobs and they're also content creators. So don't you think your statement might be a little harsh? They were living in a fantasy? Mm, I don't know. I wouldn't say that. People worried about TikTok, but there's worse situations and issues to worry about. True? That's true. That is true. But I think that, TikTok has millions and millions of content creators, so that's the issue. It's affecting a large amount of people. And these people use that platform to earn money. And a lot of them are paying rent, paying child support. They're doing all of that with the TikTok money. I seem to think that, they want people back behind desks. They want people, back in those factories working. I think TikTok and all of the rest of these social media platforms are making it way too easy for people to make money. That's the way I feel about it. You have the old guard wanting the younger people to, you know, earn their living by their hands, by the sweat of their brow. That's my thinking on it. Let's see. The content on TikTok is mind numbing. Are you serious? Some people. Uh, I mean, they say there was a lot of good information on TikTok. Bertrand, majority of the people on TikTok wasn't learning anything life changing. This is just going to be a hot topic on the next few days, and they'll go and submerge themselves onto another app, and yeah, and eventually become monsters. Oh, what do you mean? Do explain. They'll become monsters? What do you mean? Like they'll be very upset because of the band? Hmm. I think it's going to teach them not to have all of their eggs in one basket. It's going to teach them the word diversify, because you really, this just goes to show you should not have everything in one basket. You just shouldn't. Whether it be your money, you better have some in your mattress, some at one bank, some at another bank. Don't have all of your eggs in one basket. No way. Diversify. Question: how has TikTok helped the youth? I don't know. I do know that TikTok, they can learn a lot of things off TikTok. I'm not saying that TikTok was like detrimental to the youth. I think people can learn a lot off of TikTok. I've learned a lot off of YouTube. I don't think a lot of people were using TikTok to go out and do bad things. I think TikTok taught them how to be business owners. Has the youth become more civilized or they become worse than animals? Well, I wouldn't say they become worse than animals. Um, I wouldn't say that. You know, I wouldn't say that at all. I don't think TikTok has done has made the youth any worse than. I just think that technology, has allowed us to get information faster. It's not slow anymore. James Brown, my wife's okay, hold on. James Brown says, my wife's husband. Wait a minute. Are you pulling? Wait, hold on. Let me read this right. My wife's husband bullies me, and last night when he was drinking, I stood up to him. Oh, okay. I don't know if are you trolling? I hope you're not trolling. But anyway, the first part kind of threw me. My wife's husband. Okay. Check out the crime rates. Yeah. I mean, again, I don't know that social media has caused our youth to really. I mean, we see things on social media that shouldn't be done. I mean, crime is going to be crime whether you have a phone in your hand or not. Um, I'm not going to blame it on social media. I just can't do that. I just can't do that because now, if you're going to blame it on social media, then with them banning TikTok, what's going to happen? The crime rate is going to go through the roof. I mean, it might just because now you're going to have a bunch of angry teenagers, young adults who, don't have anything to do now. Some, they don't want to learn another app. They don't want to learn about YouTube. They don't want to learn about Facebook. They're so used to TikTok. So are they going to now take to the streets? I hope they get like a 90-day reprieve. So James Brown says we're in an open relationship and he's a green belt in karate and an ex-cop. He's been encouraging my kids to bully me now. This morning my 23-year-old son spat in my face and called me awful names. So let me ask you this. Did you call the cops? Did you call the cops? Did you file a police report? I mean, and you also have to think, is the relationship worth being in? Yeah, you gotta get a police report. Sorry guys, my house. Richard says we have been addicted to likes. If you post something, you concerned about who liked your content. Huh. we're a community, we're what do you call it? We are a nation of likes. Yeah. I'm telling you, but this is the way it's going. Especially now that we have AI. Guys, AI is just, it's mind boggling. This is nothing. What we see right now, this is kind of like old stuff. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. All of this stuff is going to end up going away, and then we're going to be stuck with AI. And I don't know if you all have ever used AI. Go and use Chat GPT. Chat GPT, you can do almost the thumbnail, for this for this live. Chat GPT did it. I just told it a few words. Create a thumbnail, blah 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 blah, about the TikTok ban. And it did it in seconds. So if you think this is bad, if you think this is making people kind of weird and crazy, you wait until AI is done. You can do so many things on AI. I want to take a trip to Savannah, Georgia in the next couple months. I told ChatGPT, create a 2 day itinerary for Savannah, Georgia. It did it. I mean, I'm not saying I'm going to hit every spot. I could tell it to find cheap flights, find a cheap flight for me from Miami to California. It will find the flight for me. So, this is where technology is headed. You ever notice you were talking about something to a relative, to a friend, to a loved one, and next thing you know, you see the ads on your phone, you see the ads on your computer? They're listening to us. Yeah, exactly. What happens when the AI malfunctions? And there is how can I say it? There's a fight over chips. And I may be getting too deep with this, but I mean, look at Nvidia. Someone said, put some money in Nvidia and just let it sit. You know, get it for your child or get it for your niece or nephew and just let it. Don't do anything with it. Do you know how many times Nvidia has split? There's going to be a chip war. And so far, if I'm not mistaken, I believe they're saying China is winning. These computers are going to need faster processors. So, Nvidia right now, they're leading in the chip manufacturing industry because China needs more and more chips, faster processors. So we're in this. There's no turning around, there's no going back. We're literally in this. And it's either you're gonna fall off or you're gonna hold on for dear life. Yeah. Yeah. But see, you get deep and then you sound weird. You know what I mean? Just like I was just talking about the sky and what's flying in the sky. People will say, oh, you're just running around saying the sky is falling. No, you guys really need to open up your eyes and look up. I know the difference between a star and something that is artificial or weird up there. And they're not stars. They're not stars. The mission is to implement the chip inside your system. Exactly. You are exactly right. That is, I hear Elon Musk has already started doing that. If you don't think that and I'm not talking about Bertrand, but if you don't think they're not planting chips in people already, they are. And now that's where there's going to be a problem because it's going to be an all-out war. Because I'm not getting a chip put in my brain. God made me and he didn't make any mistake. Yeah, I'd rather sound weird and make sense and believe the lies and appear to be a fool because I want to be accepted by it. Yeah. 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 They're gonna use us, they want to use us all as test subjects. And I'm just not gonna do that. Guys, I thank you for the thumbs up for so far. Thank you. But we better keep our eyes open because the elitists are in charge. They're going to be in charge. They're already in charge, but they're going to be really in charge on Monday. And I'm just not, I don't want to be this, political hack or anything like that. But, it saddens me to think that people think that these elitists are going to come down to their level, and they're just not. They're just going to start just chipping away at these social programs, these social nets that have been helping people. So it's about to get really ugly. And Elon Musk has already said he wants government workers back in, back in the office. I didn't know that a lot of them were working from home. That was news to me. So now he's saying they need to be back in the office. Let's see. That is why I talk to myself and just get deep and just keep researching and thinking deep and allowing, yeah, the Holy Spirit to open my eyes of understanding so I can see the truth of what they are. Yeah, well, yeah, but you know what? What does Elon Musk know? He has the money, he has the chips, he has the satellites, and, you know, some think he's an idiot, he's stupid, but he's not. He's not. He's a man with a lot of money that can do a lot of things. So we better keep our heads on a swivel. We need to. We need to. Because we're all in this together. You're like, I'm all set. He can keep all of them. Yeah, he can keep all of that. He can. And he should. He should. But I don't know. I just hope that listen, we're gonna see the I think the I think they said the first 90 days of any administration is going to basically tell you how things are going to go for the next 4 years. So I think that we're going to see what's going to happen. I've already heard that they're already doing mass deportations right now, especially in Chicago, and there's also another part of California that they're doing the mass deportations in. But that's going to tell us a lot on how they're going to govern. And I can tell you already in Florida, we have this sheriff in Polk County that does not play. I mean, he was flanked with all kind of sheriffs and Ron DeSantis, and basically they're going to be going out and taking people out, taking people out. Let me see. I got Gaga is everything. Spoiler alert! It's only going. Yeah. Yep. 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 Y'all better get y'all pantries ready. Y'all better get y'all pantries ready. Stock those pantries up. I'm telling you. Get your pantries ready. It is. It's gonna get worse. Um, and I'm not trying to scare people, but it's just gonna be very interesting. I don't think this time around it's gonna be like it was before. Because, the administration is much smarter. They have that first go around was probably a test, but this next go around, it's going to be the real deal. And I think there are already a lot of broken-hearted people right now. I mean, they went to Washington and they're saying that they can't, they won't be able to see the swearing in because they canceled it because it's too cold. And there are a lot of people who are upset. It's the truth. We're living in yeah, we are. We are. We are. We are. Well, guys, I want to thank you so much for taking part in this live. You know, we're we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens and do what's best for our families, for ourselves, and we just need to hope for the best. Hope for the best, and let's hope. I don't know that TikTok is going to be, it's kind of like the writing on the wall. like the beginning of the snowball effect. I don't know. Hello, how are you? Welcome. I'm not waiting for anything. The best is when Jesus comes back. When Jesus cracks the sky, when the trumpet sounds. The way this world is going is taking our eyes off of a lot of things. Off of a lot of things. You're from Iraq? Well, welcome. How are things over in Iraq? I don't think I've ever had anyone in here from Iraq. So far, it's been London. Yeah, the UK. Same. Nigeria. Uzbekistan the other night. That's their goal to deviate you from the truth. Mm. Mm. Truth. And I believe that. I believe that. I believe that that is so true. They'll use anything. They will use anything if they could. And we're looking at TikTok and we're basically saying, hey, uh yeah, we want it back, but are they doing it to lessen the voices? You know? Are they doing it to shut the voices down? Yep. Satan runs the world, but God is in control. Yeah. Yes. Yes, he is. Yes. It's okay. No, English is fine. Um, I don't know that that's our flag, though. You're saying U.S., but that might be the Puerto Rican flag. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go. I'll come back live another time. But thank you so much. Thank you, Bertrand, for just, being a part of this live and, having a lot to say about what's going on. You know, definitely agree with you. And, we have to stay vigilant. We have to stay vigilant. And the thing is, too, another thing is, if they take this platform away, how are we all going to communicate? So I think that's where the fight is going to be. They're going to just start taking these platforms down, possibly. Now, I'm not trying to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but we have to have some form of communication, and if they take these things away from us, we won't. All right, we won't. So anyway, thank you so much. I appreciate all of you, and I'm going to go and start my day. Hi. Hey, Lasitha. Hi. How are you? Bertrand. We'll have to go outside and communicate like we used to back in the day. What? That's true. That is true. I'm telling you, you know, I would sit in a restaurant or whatever, Starbucks, and man, people will be on their phones across from each other. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Thank you. How are you? Yeah, I said, yeah, I did ask you. Yes, I'm doing well, thank you. But people are just on their phones. They're not even having conversations. I know. How do toddlers and kids communicate with each other? Yeah, that's true. Valid point. That's a valid point. But even my niece is 4 years old and she can operate her, I mean, she can get on FaceTime at any time and talk to her parents. Yes, I'm from the US. Mm-hmm. South Florida specifically. Again, everyone, thank you so much for the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Where are you from, Lasita? Um, Bertrand says you're better off talking to a fly than these bots. Oh man. Right? But it's getting scary though. It's getting scary. It's getting scary. I have an Alexa in my room. And let me tell you, my Alexa is starting to scare me. It's starting to learn things about me. And like, for instance, I set an alarm for like 5 o'clock, 5:15 in the morning. So, every night I would just tell Alexa, set an alarm for 5:15 a.m. It started out like this. Set an alarm for 5:15. Alexa would say 5:15 a.m. or p.m., right? Started out like that. Then I started saying, set an alarm for 5 o'clock or 5:15. Alexa would automatically say, alarm set for 5:15 a.m. It learned that I wanted a.m. and not p.m. Now get this next step. So as I'm setting the alarms every night, finally Alexa gets to a point and says, I'll say set an alarm for 5:15 a.m. Alexa then says, would you like me to set the alarm every day, weekday? So this thing is learning things about you. You know what I mean? Okay, she's not setting the alarm on weekends, so she must just want it during the week. Scary. And then the other thing it would do, like if I order something off of Amazon, there will be like a orange light at the bottom for notifications. It will tell me that my package arrived at the locker, the Amazon locker. Or it would tell me, oh, this item you have in your cart, the price has now gone down. Do you want me to put it in your cart? Or do you want to buy it? No, it would say, would you like to buy it now? So these things are learning everything about us. I mean, soon you're going to be able to order a Tesla bot or a Tesla robot. And this thing is going to be it's going to be in nursing homes. It's going to be assisting residents to get up out of bed. It's going to be bringing food. It's going to be cooking food. It's going to be doing a lot of things. So this is where it's headed. And it's unstoppable because we want information now. We want everything now. We don't know how to wait for things. We want everything in an instant. Like now, DoorDash, Uber. You can order food and it'll be here in 30 minutes, if that. You like that though. It makes you feel like it makes your, yes. It's all about the conveniency. You know what I mean? You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I'm old school. A lot of things were, yeah, when the 19, yeah. Yeah, the 90s, 2000s. I know I'm right. That's why you still have Alexa. I still have it. Alexa turns the light on for me, turns it off. And by the way, oh, where is she? Let's set the. You said you're from Sri Lanka? I was talking a lot. Yeah, you're from Sri Lanka. Oh my gosh, Sri Lanka has, oh, the rice. I have to find a restaurant. Oh, the spices, yummy food. But yeah, but see, you have to be careful with Alexa as well, because Alexa will, um, Alexa can tell on you too. Alexa's listening. People like to say, "Oh, it's not listening to you." Oh, yes, it is. That's how it knows. If you say Alexa, "Hi, Alexa," and it answers, it's listening to all of your conversation. It's listening to everything. Alexa got something nice. Oh, Lord. Oh, shoot. You know what? I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not. I'm not doing anything wrong. Now, if I was like, the plug, then I would not have an Alexa anywhere near me. But I'm not the plug. I'm not doing anything bad. The only thing Alexa's gonna hear in my room is YouTube. That's it. In an occasional Netflix movie, that's it. And then air between 6 o'clock in the morning and 5 o'clock in the afternoon. That's what Alexa's not gonna hear anything unless it's listening for something else. What about the 90s? Hi. Talk to you later, Jay. Oh, we're just talking about how, in the 90s, you didn't have all of this technology. How technology is just, you know, taking over our lives. But it's only going to get worse. It's not going to get better. Because now you have, let's say my niece who's 4 years old, she's so used to, at 4, she's used to a phone. Teenagers, they're used to having DoorDash, Uber. All of that stuff is via app. So it's not going to go away. No one's going to be delivering Uber Eats on a horse and buggy. I mean, they might be doing it in Amish country somewhere, but not here. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's just going to get better because of AI and because of the chips. I mean, my fear is what's going to come after AI. What's going to come after that? That's the fear that I have. I mean, if I had to do it all over again, shoot. Definitely. I mean, I'm in technology a little bit studying it, but that's where the money's going to be made. Parks are empty. Everyone wants easy, but not quality. Mm. Yeah. Well, you know what? If they start banning everything, then it's going to give people something to complain about, protest about. People will take to the streets. They're no longer distracted. Now they have their eyes on what the government is doing. I think the government may want us to be distracted more than anything, because people are working more than one job. There are people working 2, 3, 4 jobs at a time. They're going to work full time, and then they're hitting the apps. They're hitting the apps before work. They're hitting the apps during, their lunch break, they're hitting the apps after they get off. Technology is nice to have if used by the right person. But I think that's where the fear is, that it's gonna get in the wrong hands. Everything can be going great. They will always find something to complain about. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're absolutely right. I'm not going to disagree with you on that. Yeah, and that's the thing. They don't, they, it's a race. It's a race to get the best and the fastest chips, which is why, China is in Africa the way they are. They need all of the minerals and everything to build whatever it is they want to build to be, an elite country. I think they said whoever controls the chips control the world. Need to put it in your hands. Instead of us counting our blessings, we focus on what we, yeah, yep. That is so true. We focus on what we lack. They're not going to control a lot of people. There are a lot of people who have their homestead. They're living. A lot of people are living off grid. They're not going to be controlled. Definitely not. I mean, not now. Not now. Yeah, they're not going to be controlled. But anyway, everyone, I'm going to go now. But thank you so much for being a part of the live. I appreciate it. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. But if you don't, that's fine too. So you all have a wonderful. If you're what? Wait a minute. If you're homeless, you're winning. You're homeless, you're winning. Ooh, it's not even safe to live out there being homeless. These people out here attacking homeless people. You know what I mean? I don't know about that. They're attacking homeless people. It's not, listen, it's not safe. It's not safe being homeless. And especially the laws here in Florida, they've made it so they've made it so that, being homeless is a crime now. Yeah. All right. I'll talk to you all later. Have a good day.